In a quiet village nestled between mountains and meadows lived a young woman named Liana. From the outside, she was breathtaking. Her hair flowed like silk, her eyes sparkled like the morning dew, and her smile could light up any room. People admired her wherever she went, but deep inside, Liana felt hollow. Despite the compliments and attention, Liana often looked in the mirror and felt nothing. Her days were filled with perfection, perfect clothes, perfect makeup, perfect posture. But her heart was heavy with comparison, resentment, and a silent fear of not being enough. She masked it well, but when the lights went off, she knew something was missing. One day, an old woman named Amma moved into the village. She was wrinkled, her back was bent with age, and she walked slowly with a stick in hand. Most villagers paid her no mind, except Liana, who was oddly drawn to her peace. There was something radiant about her presence, something quiet yet powerful. Curious, Liana struck up a conversation. "You seem happy," she said, unsure of how else to put it. Amma chuckled. "I am. I've made peace with myself." Liana frowned. "How?" "I have everything people say should make me happy, and still I feel empty." Amma smiled gently and took Liana to her garden. It wasn't grand, just a small patch with wildflowers, a wooden bench, and a mirror hanging from an old tree. "Every day," Amma said, "I look in that mirror and ask myself, not how I look, but who I am. Am I kind today, patient, loving, grateful? Because without beauty within, there is no beauty without. True radiance doesn't come from your face, it flows from your soul." Liana stared at the mirror, silent. For the first time, she saw more than her reflection. She saw her guarded heart. Her beauty had been like a painted vase with no water inside. From that day forward, Liana began tending to her soul the way she once tended to her appearance. She practiced kindness, spoke life into others, forgave herself, and started each morning not with makeup, but with gratitude. Over time, people still admired her beauty, but now they paused longer, smiled deeper, and often said, "There's just something about you." And there was, because Liana had finally learned, true beauty begins within. Everything else simply reflects it.